ugly inner city sweat hogs, hit the music.
It's Tiffy time!
Tiffany Stratton, the center of the universe. From her first match in NXT, it was clear the WWE had high hopes for her. The look, the charisma, the athleticism. She was positioned as the future of the women's division, and then, almost overnight, she was holding the WWE Women's Championship. But what if I told you this push, this moment that should have made her, actually exposed her? In this video, I'm going to break down why Tiffany Stratton's push as the WWE Champion was simply too soon. From her Money in the Bank win, to her hollow cash-in, to her matches with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 41, to Trish Stratus at Evolution, and her recent disaster of a match with Jade Cargill at this year's SummerSlam. And what this says about WWE's modern booking. To understand Tiffany's push, we have to start with her rise. In NXT, Tiffany Stratton became a star almost immediately. Her athleticism and over-the-top daddy girl persona clicked.
Whatever daddy wants, daddy gets.
And she delivered great matches against opponents like Roxanne Perez and Lyra Valkyria. But there's a difference between running NXT and running WWE's main roster. NXT is a proving ground. The main roster, that's a Shark Tank. And instead of letting Tiffany build herself organically, the WWE strapped a rocket to her back. The result? A push that bypassed the natural growth of a future main eventer, and instead created a champion who looked unready for the spotlight. Barely 6 months into her main roster run, Tiffany Stratton scaled the ladder and unhooked the briefcase. It was a career-defining moment. We could see WWE clearly saw her as the perfect mix of charisma and athleticism, a marketable star in an era craving fresh faces. But here's the problem. Money in the Bank is a shortcut. It's designed to fast-track someone to the main event, and Tiffany wasn't ready for the spotlight. And you can see this. The fan reaction was initially split. Many felt she was skipping the natural build most champions get. There's also her in-ring inexperience. Tiffany was still developing in her in-ring psychology. While athletically gifted, she lacked the polish of a seasoned main eventer. And then we had some booking flaws. WWE didn't give her a proving ground feud before the Money in the Bank. She went from mid-card rising star to instant title threat without the emotional investment fans needed. Then came the cash-in, the moment that should have made her but instead exposed her. Tiffany's cash-in should have been iconic. Instead, it felt hollow. She cashed in on a vulnerable champion, scoring a quick victory that lacked the drama on a struggle that cements a star. It wasn't about Tiffany's dominance, it was about opportunity. And while the WWE hoped that this would generate heat and credibility, it only created doubt. Fans didn't see a champion, they saw someone who lucked into the title. The perception stuck, and it haunted every match that came next. WrestleMania is where legends are made. For Tiffany Stratton, the WWE booked her against the measuring stick of the division, Charlotte Flair. On paper, this should have been perfect. Charlotte has elevated names like Rhea Ripley and Asuka on the grandest stage, but instead of a passing of a torch moment, Tiffany's WrestleMania debut was a glaring reality check. The match itself wasn't a disaster, but it wasn't WrestleMania caliber either. Tiffany struggled with pacing, her timing felt off. Even Charlotte, one of the most polished performers in WWE history, looked like she was carrying the match. And the finish, a controversial roll-up victory for Tiffany, it didn't make her look like a dominant champion, and made her look lucky. A good example of this is Rhea Ripley's finish with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39. Instead of solidifying Tiffany Stratton as the future, this match sparked a conversation WWE didn't want. Is she really ready? After WrestleMania, WWE went all in. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus, a generational dream match at Evolution. This was supposed to be her crowning moment. Beating a Hall of Famer like Trish would have given Tiffany legitimacy, but instead it exposed her even more. Trish did what she could. She slowed the pace, she told a story, but Tiffany's inexperience showed. Her character work felt one-dimensional, her promos couldn't match the weight of the feud, and the match lacked the emotional hook that fans expected from a belt like this. And when Tiffany won, it didn't feel earned, it felt manufactured. Instead of elevating Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus became another checkbox in WWE's rush to make Tiffany the face of the division, and it only fueled the growing narrative she was being pushed because of how WWE wanted her to be perceived, not because of what she proven in the ring. If WrestleMania and Evolution were warning signs, SummerSlam was the breaking point. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill, two of the WWE's most hyped new stars, fighting for the WWE Women's Championship. On paper, it should have been the match that defined the new era, but instead it became a spectacle for all the wrong reasons. The problem, neither competitor was ready to carry the match. Jade had presence and strength, but she was still developing her in-ring IQ. Tiffany had agility, but not the experience to hold a main event level contest together. The result, a match full of awkward transitions, rushed sequences, and an ending that fell flat. By the end of SummerSlam, the conversation wasn't about Stratton as a champion, it was about how WWE had put two unpolished stars in a spot neither was ready to handle. Tiffany Stratton's push wasn't just her failure. It was a failure of WWE's modern booking philosophy. When Becky Lynch became the man, it wasn't overnight. When Bianca Belair became a champion, she grew into the spot. Tiffany didn't get that. WWE fast-tracked her. Instead of building her credibility with mid-card feuds, secondary titles, and slow-burning storytelling, they threw her into the deep end, and it showed. Wrestling isn't just about the belt, it's about the journey. And Tiffany's journey skipped too many steps.
Sometimes I feel, though, I'm not good enough. I don't feel like I deserve to be champion.
What do you think you're lacking in, like, what departments?
Experience, I guess.
So, was Tiffany Stratton's push too soon? Absolutely. But here's the thing. She can recover. Many greats have stumbled before finding their footing. This could be the setback that forces Tiffany to refine her craft, improve her storytelling, and evolve from being WWE's chosen star to becoming a true main event talent. If Tiffany Stratton is going to be the face of WWE's women's division, she can't just be handed the crown, she has to earn it. The upside for her is really promising. She's only been wrestling altogether 4 years, so she has really advanced. So you can imagine if she takes the time and they give her the time to develop, the sky's the limit for Tiffany. Do you think Tiffany Stratton was pushed too soon, or was WWE right to crown her early? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and please like this video and tell your friends.